Pet Shop Boys, nonetheless, expanded edition. Pitchfork gave it an 8 and said, continuing a recent retrospective turn, the duo's latest album pines for the counterculture promise of eras past, but its hopeful defiance and opulent, invigorated songwriting feel firmly of the now. It's a good Pet Shop Boys album. I mean, I'm a fan. I am a fan. Always have been, and as I think I've said before, I'll fight any man who suggests otherwise. They've just always been a pleasure on my ear, really. Not always, I lost them a little bit over the last 30 years or whatever, but, certainly the first 3 albums, Introspective especially, is as solid as music as you're ever going to hear. And this really was a hark back to them days. There was none of the sort of, I don't know, the more Cuban stuff or, even the more housey stuff. A little bit, actually. But it really was a hark back. There was even a bit of sort of West End Boys rapping on one of the tracks. Completely missed this earlier on in the year, so glad I got an opportunity to hear it. I mean, there's no Left to My Own Devices on it, but there isn't any album apart from Introspective with that on it. So it was sort of like a little bit like the Ruttles. I love the Ruttles. They're as good as the Beatles to me in many ways, and I think this sort of sounded a bit like a tribute to itself, but done in such a good way that very, very impressed. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to give it another 10 though, because I've just had COVID and I'm feeling sorry for myself. But I might well come back to that. Chris Lowe is hugely underestimated. I mean, I love them both, but there you go. That's my thoughts on the matter. 7 out of 10.